Hello, y'all. Okay, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to my video. I did not previously say we were going to do this, so if nobody chimes in, it's okay. You can catch the replay. Very good. Okay, so we want to wrap up our budget for the end of the year, right? All the monies that were going to be acquired have been acquired. And so I need to put in one deposit that I did not put in and then allocate for those funds and then just kind of do a quick wrap up of where we are, how we're moving forward into 2025 because we are moving. And I have a full expectation that the Lord is going to bless us as we continue with our goals for 2025. Okay. So, thank you so much, Lovely. I appreciate it. Okay. So let me turn my camera around. Hopefully I got it fixed right this time. So share my screen so that you can see the budget because I do need to put in one item that I have not put in just yet. And so I want to go, hey, ma'am, how are you? Good to see you. Very good. I want to go ahead and put that in so that I can finish up this budget for the year. We're wrapping it up. Okay. All right. So here is the budget. Let me make sure that I can see this on YouTube because I want to make sure that it's playing correctly or showing correctly. Okay. Very good. All right. Very good. All right. We're living. We're doing our best. Okay. What's over here? All right. So I got another deposit for kids and that came in on maybe the 15th. What was the 15th? That was a Sunday. So Thursday, Wednesday. What was Wednesday? 18th to 12/18. Sorry. And that was for $208.80. And that will give me a total of $938. That is the allotment. Okay. So I'm going to, and I did get some, no. I didn't. I did get a deposit from Facebook, but I put that towards January because I'm done with all of my one mom deposits here for the month. Okay. So I need to spend $208.80. Won't take long, trust me. Okay. One of the things I wanted to do this year was I wanted to be able to gift in to a couple of the custodians in my building that help me when I need help. One lady, her name is Miss Brenda. She always does my office and my trash and all the things. And so I wanted to make sure that Miss Brenda got something. So I did give a gift to her, but my time 21, and then I did another 11 here as an offering. So where do I have gifts? I don't have it anywhere, but I'm going to put it. Okay, I'm going to put it on this line for gifts. Okay, gifts. So I gave Miss Brenda a gift and I gave Mr. Charles a gift. Those are the two custodians that always help me. Now, Miss Brenda, my office is in her building. And so she always keeps my building done. And then Mr. Charles, sorry, y'all, I'm trying to do something. Facebook, let me see, I'm going to write something on here. Okay. They always got something going, honey. They always got something going. So I had to put something on there. Okay. All right. So here's the thing. Mr. Charles and Miss Brenda, like Mr. Charles does heavy lifting stuff. If it's something that I truly can't lift, I'll ask for Mr. Charles. Or Miss Brenda doesn't come in first thing in the morning. Mr. Charles is always there in the morning. Like, I think he might be the first custodian to get there in the morning. And sometimes I forget my keys. And because I'm in a whole nother building than where he is, he'll come over from that building and let me in. Now, is that his job? Yes. But I don't like to take advantage of people. I don't try to leave my keys. But because I just really wanted to be a giver, I just, I wanted to give gifts this year. So between the two of them, I did $100. I did $50 each, and I was going to write that in for I did custodian Christmas gifts. And they were both very surprised. I'm not really sure if they've been gifted before. They may have. I'm not saying they haven't. But I'm not technically a part of their school. I just have an office in their building. But they do stuff. Miss Brenda's cleaning all the time. And like I said, Mr. Charles helps me out if I forget my keys. Okay, so let me see. I gave Jackson some money for his Christmas. Jackson got $25 for his Christmas, and he actually did some Christmas shopping today. What else did I do? So let me count. That would be one. I can go down here. 157. So I'm missing $51. What did I do with the other $51? I did get some gas. I had to get some gas. And then 21. I might have gotten some groceries. I can't remember. I wrote it down somewhere, but I wrote it down on a little piece of paper, and I don't have my little piece of paper. But I believe that is what I had. It was all allocated for, and I didn't have any extra, 80 cents, right? Okay, so I'm going to go back to the monthly budget just so you can kind of see where we are for the month and how we wrapped up. So my payroll deposit was $3,378.62. Now, let me just share this little bit. Typically, over the past, I've been with this school system 18 years. Every year until this year, the last working day of the month, we would get paid, no matter when that working day was. So we got an email. We got an email, plus they tacked it up by the sign-in clock that said in the month of December, we would no longer get paid the last working day of the month. We would get paid the last day of the month, so the 31st. When we got paid the last of the month, like around the 19th, 20th, that gave us actually 2 extra weeks plus the entire month of January. So it's like a 6-week period between when you got paid in December to when you got paid in January, unless you were disciplined enough not to touch that money until January 1st. Over the last couple years, that has been my testimony. I have not had to touch any money in that December paycheck because I've had other monies from different sources come in. So I was able to just leave it alone and not mess with it. So truly what's in the account is what's in the account. My paycheck is pending and it will not post until the last of the month, which will be my January budget. It is what it is. The kids got Jackson. I need to change that. It just says Jackson, because it's not the kids anymore. Sister's been gone. But I feel a type of way. Okay, Jackson, $938. My one mom revenue is $174.43. And that was Temu affiliates. If you've used my link, thank you so much. There's a link in the description box below. If anybody is wanting to use my code or use my link, it just helps me out with a few dollars. I had a Paper Sunday deposit go in. And then what else did I have? Facebook, that was from my One Mom page. I made $10, right? Okay. Now, my Facebook money that I made that came in yesterday, I went ahead and put that money towards January, and I already put it for sinking funds. So it's already paid for January. Travel reimbursements, I got reimbursed $56.55. That gave me a total of $4,547.60. Now, if I go down, my mortgage is paid at $1,000. My water and sewer is paid. Cell phone, I did $115. Internet was $94.99. Household repair sinking fund was $50. Moving down, I did my recycling, my pest control and yearly spray was $54. Amazon Prime, PureFlix, Healthways gym was paid. Jackson's other gym did come out. Let me figure out where to put that. 21st. That would have been yesterday. Today's the 21st. His gym comes out on the 20th. So that would have been Friday for Jackson's gym. Let me go and put that in because I want to make sure. Trust me, they get their coins. Jackson and the gym. Okay. So his is total of $42. Okay, so that went ahead and came out. $26 went to taxes, and that came out of that any Paper Sunday, Facebook, and Temu. Any of those monies, that's where 15% went to taxes. High school sinking fund, Jackson got money for his clothing. I did fund the camera. Garden projects I funded. And then my groceries. So $321, $100 for summer groceries, $164 monthly groceries in Azure Standard. If you want to use my link down in the description box below, I have Azure Standard. My nails, Jackson's haircuts, and those types of things, $200. I actually broke a nail, went back to get it fixed, and she fixed it for free. I was moving furniture in here and picked up something, and it caught my nail and chipped the whole thing. And so I just cut it. But I texted the girl. I was going to pay for it. But I am a generous tipper when I go to get my nails done because I know they work a service job. And actually, the girl who does my nails, her husband used to be one of my former students when he was in high school. And so I've been going to them. He usually does my feet. She does my nails if he's there. If not, she'll do them. But I try to tip them. They have young kids, so I try to tip nice. And so when I broke it and she fixed it for me, she didn't charge me, just that one. P.O. boxes funded, $17. Clothing, okay, that $41.95. Jackson had to get something for National Honor Society, a hoodie. And then I also had to pay his dues. So the hoodie and the dues, $41.95. And I just put it right there because I knew it was for National Honor Society. I did not do any vacation or travel recreation this time. Is fine. Jackson got $105 this month towards Christmas gifts. Now, we're done with Christmas for Jackson. So starting in January again, everything will go towards his savings. The last 2 months of the year, I take that out for Christmas. He is trying to apply for a little job. And if he does get that job, then I will not do that for him anymore. He'll just have to take his own Christmas money out of his earnings if he does get the job. Okay. The kit for Gracie and Gweenie, I did not have to buy food for them because they were gifted a bag, but I did have to get their Simparica Trio for their heartworms, fleas, and tick treatments. So I did get that. Jackson's Global Cash account, I did put some money in there, but he got money. So let me go back to that account. I put $5 in there just to keep it from going in the negative. And I did that on Friday. Okay. just to keep that account from going in the negative, because he does have money. He has money, and he got he did a little job. He did a little trade thing with my sister. She gave him money, and then dad just sent Christmas money. His grandma sent Christmas money, and he has the money mom has been saving. So he has enough money to put in his own global cash account. So I haven't put a ton in there, but he has money. And so he has to now manage and navigate how much he has and what he needs to save. They always give 10% to the Lord. 40 to 50% goes in their savings account, and then they can spend what's left. So he will have to make those adjustments. He does have Christmas money from his dad and his grandma, so he can spend that on what he wants. Okay, moving down, I did gas, but I had to get extra gas, which was fine. Oil change money, tire repairs, license, registration, car insurance, all that was $150. I've been seeing online where there's been a scam going around where people have been overcharging for the last 4 years for car insurance. I don't know what that is or what it's not, but I do know that insurance here in North Carolina is extremely high. And so most people say, well, you're paying too much. I'm paying the minimum. I mean, I'm really paying the bare minimum, and my cars are paid off. I can't imagine what full coverage would be on a car and still have a car payment. All right, I've given tithe at $6.79, offerings $3.41, and then we actually did the giftings of $100. Now you'll look down here. Oh, and my InShot did come out, and I believe that was $19. I don't believe it was $14.99. I think it was $19. So let me make sure I can put that in, because that did come out. Just to make sure that we have everything. So it says savings $500. I didn't put any money in savings. By the time I knew that I needed to do the custodian things, and y'all, I didn't even put this on here. I probably should, but Jackson had a ton of stuff he needed for track. A ton of stuff right here at the Christmas time. And so I had to spend money to get him some things. And I'll talk about that in a second. But let me finish up. So that gave me $4,355.49. I needed $4,714.90 with the $500. Take the $500 out. I only needed $4,200. And so I met the goal. 192 is what it says. I don't have that much in my account, so I've forgotten something somewhere. I have some, but not that much. I just try to keep a little running total of monies just in case something comes out or whatever the case might be. So there is some money in there, not that much exactly. I think about $50 off. And I'll figure out where I didn't put that $50. But let me take you back to just talk a little bit about where we are and where we're going. Okay. All right. So we wrapped up all the expenses that we had for this month. I don't currently have anything that needs to go out or waiting to come out. All the things are out. For track. Oh, yeah. Okay. Jackson had a track meet a couple weeks back. It was freezing. And indoor track, in my estimation of rain, is inside. Some schools do not have it set up where you can go inside for track. So they have to do indoor track outside. Well, that was the first day that Jackson had come home looking like he was done with track, finished with track, not ever going to do track again. His life was over. And I'm like, what's going on? He was like, Mom, it was so cold out there. And true to form, it was cold. He had a pair of sweatpants, but that's all he had, a pair of tennis shoes. And I just said, I'm not going to let my kid be in this situation. One of the moms posted in the group, they were getting those little things where you could see out, but it covered the head, the ears, the mouth, just the eyes. That was $36, $38 for that one thing. Then the coach posted the track suit. If you wanted the track suit, that was $45 per piece. So the top jacket plus the bottom pants was $90 plus tax and shipping and all that. And I was like, Lord, there got to be a better way. So I went on Amazon and I found something very close to what the coach posted, and it was $49 for both pieces. So I got that. I got him 2 of the little head things. I think I paid $14.99, $15, something like that. And then socks. So I talked to Shakema. She's like, Mom, I got these socks and they're really good and you should get them for Jackson. So we went and we got the socks. They were $19 more. Then I didn't went, but knowing he needed a few other things, I got that's probably where the other $50 came from, because I took money for his high school account, $50, but it wasn't enough. He got, you know how we used to wear thermal underwear when we were young. They have those type now, but they have different kind that's kind of more hip and cool, whatever. So I got him thermal t-shirt, thermal pants to go under the track suit that I got. And then I got him another pair of sweatpants that were fleece lined. I actually bought 2 pair of fleece lined pants and heat warmers for his hands and his feet, because 2 days ago it was summertime here in North Carolina. Right now everybody's wearing a coat. Now I went out, but I put a coat on because I was doing my meeting this morning. I didn't wear sleeves. I was just in the house. But it's cold out today. So depending on the next track meet, it could be cold. So I said to him, take these warmers. He forgot his gloves, but I said, listen, put them in your pocket, put the warmers on your hand, put it in your pocket, and at least you'll be warm until it's time to do your event. Worked out fine, because when I picked him up this last time, he didn't look like he was ready to quit the team or nothing, but he had all the things, right? He had all the layers. I got him a duffel bag where he can keep all of his stuff in instead of trying to shove it in his book bag. So he's got a bag, packs all his stuff. And I bought a big pack of those warmers because I figured if Jackson wasn't prepared, and I have money, let me just be very honest and open, tell you why I bought a bigger box. Because most people are like, well, just get 1 or 2. Sure. But if Jackson wasn't warm and I have money and I could have bought him the things he needed, I'm just saying I can afford to buy what he needs. He's got money in a savings account. If I need to take money out of his savings account to get the things, I can do that. I choose to just let that money grow for him so that when he leaves next year for college, he will be able to decide what he wants to do, probably buy a car. But if I can afford it, what about the kids who can't afford it, right? They're going out there the best they can. I remember one time there was just this young boy. I was teaching in high school, this young guy. If you were in JROTC, they issued you a pair of boots. They issued you your deserts, whatever your, camouflage outfit, and you got gifted your dress blues and the shoes for the dress blues. And then you turn it in at the end of the year. I remember this one little boy wearing those heavy JROTC boots every single day. He didn't have any other shoes. And I felt horrible. And so I didn't have good sense back then, because I should have asked the, people, hey, what can we do? Can we take up an offering or whatever? Whatever we could do. Are there any services? Can he get something? I wasn't thinking. Thank God for clear mind now. So I bought those and told him to pack a few extras, because you always have somebody out there that doesn't have something. We want to make sure we have enough to help other people out where we can. Now, with that being said, we're about $140. I can actually look and tell you about $140, maybe a little bit less, is what is in the account now. It's about 160 is what's in there. And so I keep that, just let it roll and see, if anything else comes up, if I need to buy anything. I'm going back to that. I'm going to a guest minister next week at the church. And so I'll have to have gas for that. That's up my gas a little bit. So I have to pay gas ahead. They always pay my gas coming back. So I'm, putting a little bit more towards gas than what I normally would. It's perfectly fine, but it's just once a week. We're in good shape for the end of the year. Now, let me tell you what I didn't do, where I failed, because I failed. And I know a couple people told me that They did not fail. Shakema failed. So my goal this year was to save between $9,000 and $15,000. I didn't save any money. I had saved some money, but then Jackson got sick. And so I had to take that money to pay off that emergency room bill because I didn't want to have a bill running. I could have paid it off a little bit at a time. I didn't want a bill running. Then I did some traveling. And because I traveled, I needed to have spending money or rent a car or whatever the case is. And I'm not going to put it on a credit card and just have that interest. I'm not having interest. And then just random things here and there. Always trying to be a blessing where we can, trying to help out where we can, and that type of thing. So that put us in a situation where I didn't technically save any money. I have savings, but I didn't save a ton of money. Now I got to put my goal in for January. My goal for January through 25 is to save between $9,000 and $15,000. You have those days, you have those moments. I didn't incur any debt, so that was good. I'll take it. I didn't incur any debt, but I didn't save a lot either. I don't have a lot of trips planned this year. I do have one or two things, but I have money put aside, and I'm still putting money aside for that. We're doing a big family vacation Christmas next year. We're all going to get together, so I have a year to save for that. And everybody's doing their part. I'm saving for Jackson, sister's saving for herself. Shamika and Keith are saving for them. Tran is saving for himself. So it's just me and Jackson I have to worry about, and we're going to be all right. And in January, I'm doing the 3 Rivers Homestead Challenge, no spend January. I don't know if I'm going to do February. I know I'm going to do no spend January, and I'm going to just do $20 a week because there's 5 weeks in January. $20 a week just for eggs and milk. Other than that, I won't be buying a ton of groceries. I will do an Azure Standard haul, but that's about it. And I'll do my monthly preps. Other than that, I won't be buying a ton of groceries at all. What I don't spend in groceries is just going to my savings. I don't have any big pieces of equipment I need to buy. I'm not homesteading. I'm farmsteading. So I will do a couple of things for the garden, but I'm saving garden money. So all the money that I don't spend on groceries is just going to go to savings for right now. Couple of things. One of my one of my social media platforms that has not paid me. I've only made $16 on this platform, and that was back in May, June, July, one of those. That platform is doing extremely well. So I'll get a payout for that next month in January. My Facebook has done extremely well in the last couple of months because of, I think 2 reels went really viral. And so that is going to pay me. I hope that pays something good next time. I don't know. It'll pay something. My YouTube, honestly, and thank you guys so very much. My YouTube is, all of my checks are green. So subscribers is green. Income is green. Watch time is green. And then watch time. There's one more. All of those are green. For the first time in months, they're all green. Some of them are green, some of them were red, but they're all green. I think that's just from posting as much as I've been trying to post. But at one point, I think it's about 2 to 3 months, my shorts were not getting any views. They were getting no views at all. And I was like, they must have dumped me out the algorithm again. Well, I'm back in the algorithm. I have one short that has over 100,000 views. So that helped out, probably made about $10, but the videos are getting watched, which is helpful. We're almost at 56,000 subscribers. We're just a little tiny bit away. So if you have not subscribed, please do so. We're 14 away from 56,000 subscribers. My subscribers is up, my views are up, my watch time is up, and estimated revenue is up. If I get what it says here, it'll be the highest I've made in the past 14, 15 months. And it's still not, it's not, you know, comparative. But what I'm doing is being thankful, because all of those little bits and bobs, right? I'm still waiting to get my one video reviewed and approved from Temu so I can post it, because then I'll gain extra money from that. And then I'll also gain what's called seed money, which means I can order other things from their website and I don't have to pay, right? That's how it works with them now. They don't do a lot of sponsored content. I mean, they do some, I'm sure, not me. So it's fine. But I've done well I post a couple videos, 2 or 3 videos, and people use my link. It helps me out. That's help. What I'm saying is, with all of those things coming in, I'll be able to take that and pay business expenses. That usually falls like me: utilities, water, cell phone. I have my internet, but I also have to pay for my meeting space, for the membership meets. I also have to pay for my website. Used to be free. It's not free anymore. So that's another expense. And then my InShot is once a year, but that's still an expense, the editing software. And so with all of those things popping in as they are able, I'll be able to pay all of those expenses and maybe a couple of sinking funds here and there, because that's what I used to do with that money, was sinking funds. But now, because I truly do have business expenses, I got to make sure, right? If I'm able to take social media income to pay the business expense, then what I'm not paying out of my pocket, out of my regular work paycheck, I can take all those funds and plop it into the savings, which is where I was a year ago. So a year ago, that's how I was living. And then this past year was a little bit like, what's going on? But that is the world, right, of social media. I figured it out. If you have a sob story, if you have the tea, if you have just the craziness of life, people will come and watch that. I don't want that. I don't want that stigma. I'm going to share the good things. I'm going to share what God tells me, and I'm going to make what I make. But for those of you who have supported, have watched, and done all the things, we appreciate that. We are still going to be budgeting next year, but we're just going to be very diligent on the budget. I will be doing the 100 envelope challenge again, because I didn't finish that one. So that's the first challenge that I'll be doing in 2025, is the 100 envelope challenge. If you don't have some kind of a savings challenge picked out already, find something that's easy for you to do and jump on, because you can do this. That should save me $5,050 if I get it all done. I have some of it done, not all of it. So I'm hopeful, right, as I move along to get that done. That's my goal. I'm also hopeful that to start with Jackson with his budgeting. Sister already budgets and she does very well. Sister don't play with her coins. She needed some money out for something. I was like, well, sister, just go ahead and get the money out. She's like, Mom, my paycheck don't go in until Friday, very late, and I need this money on Sunday, and so I got to do my budget and I can't take the money out. So okay, she's doing her plan. It's working out for her, and that's lovely. So there it is, y'all. Really, we came in under budget. If I go back and look, we came in under budget by about $100 and some odd dollars. We came in under budget, but it is the holiday season. Okay, one thing I didn't say, and let me share this because I know people will ask. Christmas, what are we doing for Christmas? Y'all, can I tell you, mom fail. Mom fail. Total mom fail. I ordered Jackson's gifts. I bought something. Something came. I ordered 2 more other things. Well, I ordered them out of my Capital One 360 account. Oh, I got to share this too. Ordered it out of my Capital One 360 account. Well, I had put enough money in there to cover it, but sometimes Amazon be dragging their feet with taking money out. No problem. Still money in there to cover it. Well, you can see behind me the TV, right? This is the TV in my bedroom, but this TV was not here yesterday. That TV was in the living room. The day before, when I was working in my bedroom and we were doing some stuff and sister was sitting there, she had a TV on. She's like, Mom, your TV's not acting right. So it was super zoomed in and it would not zoom out. And if it did, it kept zooming in. We couldn't find the aspect ratio. I'm looking online to see, what else do I need to do? I'm trying to find the troubleshooting. We had that TV for about 8-9 years, I'm sure, and somebody gave it to me. I've never purchased a TV ever. This TV right here came from my son because I had won a bigger TV at a raffle, and my son just happened to come home. It was still in the box. He was like, "Hey, Mom, so you trying to trade me this TV?" I was like, "Well, sure. I rarely watch it. You're happy to have it, but you got to trade it for real." So he gave us his smaller one, this one, for the bigger one that I had won at a raffle. I don't care. It don't bother me. Well, we were hosting a get together last night to watch the 6888 movie with my sister. And then we ended up inviting another friend, Shantae, and her kids came over, and me and my kids. So we just had it was, old times, just like old times. We'd all gotten together before. And we could not be down a TV. So I have a friend that gifts me Amazon Prime every year. Now, let me tell you how I handle this. She gives me the membership because I order her stuff. She's older. She doesn't like to do it. She asked me when she first started asking me to do it. It was no problem. It's still no problem. She does not have to gift it to me, but she won't let me not let her gift it to me. So I check with her. I save my money every month in that account. It comes due in January. So I asked her to be sure that she still planned to gift it this year. And she said, yes, ma'am, she did. I asked her twice, 2 different days, just to be sure. So when the other TV went out, I told the kids, I said, well, move that one into Mom's room. And I went over to Walmart yesterday and I bought a Roku TV because we have Roku boxes. So I bought a Roku TV because it was going to be the same as buying any other TV, and that don't do anything. You got to hook something up to it anyway, right? So I got a Roku TV for $195, I believe. It's a 55-inch. I would have liked it a little bit bigger, but that was what I could afford. And then I got the service plan. So I spent $200 and some odd dollars for the TV and the service plan. Well, I paid for that out of my Capital One account because that's where the Amazon Prime is. I think, over on that account by 50 cents. 50 cents. And so finally, the Amazon was going to take the money out, and I didn't. I was short by like 50 cents. So, and I wouldn't have even known had I not gone on to my Amazon to see when his stuff was coming because I didn't have it. I got, like I said, I have one thing, but I don't have everything. And so it said, update payment information. And I already knew because I was counting yesterday in my head. I was like, okay, make sure you leave this much in there because you want to make sure it's straight. And I thought I had it down to the penny, 50 cents short, 50 cents. Didn't incur any fees, which I was happy about that. So I went in and moved the little, I moved $2 out of the Christmas account into that account, and the payment went fine, no problem. But because they did it yesterday, his gifts won't be here till Friday. They were supposed to be here Wednesday. And I'm like, Wednesday's Christmas. How are they going to be here Wednesday? But anyway, I didn't get it ordered in enough time. So he does have a couple of things coming. I do have one thing here. And then there's one other thing that I'm just going to get for him just because he needs to have something to open on Christmas. And he did ask for money as well. He didn't ask for any things, but there is a thing that he needs. Well, there's a thing that I think he would like. I think he would really like, a thing. So I'm going to go get it. Maybe when sister gets off work, we'll go together because she might need some shopping done. And so I'm going to pick that up so he'll have at least something. My Christmas tree looks terrible this year. There are no gifts under there, none at all, because my kids wanted money. So Keith already got his gift. He wanted something ordered. I paid for that with his Christmas money. Shamika wanted a gift card. I'm just giving her cash. She can buy her own gift card. And Trina just said, give me cash. Sisters, I paid, we did a family gift for her, and I paid in for that. And then I got her one other thing she asked for. And so all of the Christmas is done. Every one of those family members that I needed to get that we do the exchange for on Christmas Eve, I just finished those up, except my pastor's wife. What I need to get for her, it will not get here in time. So I'll order it. She'll get an after Christmas gift. I have something for her, but the main thing, I could not find it anywhere. So she'll get an after Christmas gift. Works out fine. But I had already pre-planned for those funds, right? I did not get any monies, just, where am I going to find the money for? I had already pre-planned everything and budgeted it out to the dime, except that 50 cents. But anyway, so I'm done. All done. Done the end. Christmas breakfast. Here's what we're doing. We're doing a brunch. I have a ham that my friend got me from Costco. She probably got it around Easter time. So April of last year, she got me a ham. We didn't cook it because she had gotten me another ham the Christmas before, and we cooked that one on Easter. So the Easter ham went in the freezer. So we're going to take out the Easter ham and cook it for Christmas. That's the ham. Jackson's going to do waffles, and he's going to make the batch from scratch. So he has his flour from Azure Standards. He has his yeast. He has all of the things he needs to make scratch waffles because he likes to do that. Then we're doing grits. We have grits in the cabinet because we had some in our stock pantry and we need to rotate through some stuff. So we're going to do that. We're going to do shrimp. So I only had to buy a bag of shrimp that's already purchased. We're going to do probably some cheese. I got shredded. Not shredded. I have the block of cheese from Azure Standard. And so what we're going to do is we're going to cut that Kobe cheese and we're going to grate it using the KitchenAid for bags of shredded cheese. And then we're going to do cubes, like string cheese sizes. We're going to take that whole block and shave it down. And so that'll be a Vlogmas day because I'm short today. Sorry, y'all, that I didn't get my video done yesterday. And hopefully to get it done today. Hopefully. Okay. So the ham, the shrimp and grits, the waffles, and that's what we're having for Christmas brunch. We're not doing all the things that we would normally do, the pancake bar. It's just my kids this year because my friend and her daughter aren't coming. They had other things. We have another little friend that is not coming. He usually comes later in the evening, but whatever. If he comes, we'll be here. If not, oh well. And then I didn't know a lot of people that didn't have a place to go this year. So I didn't really invite a ton of people. My sister, no clue what she's doing. She may come over if she's home. She may come over. And that's pretty much it. Just us. But my friend Shantae that came last night to watch the movie, her and her husband have a business. And so she said, hey, y'all, Christmas Day, if y'all not doing anything, we're probably going to have something at the shop. They close it down, but they do like a big dinner for their employees and all their family. And she's like, I'll just text y'all. And if y'all are free, y'all can come. So we're not doing a ton. No, I'm going to have coffee. We got orange juice the kids asked for. Oh, bacon we have because a friend of mine brought bacon over. She brought 4 packages. She got it at Costco. She brought it the other week. And she just gave it to us. So we have the bacon. I got eggs. The other day. I went to get eggs from Harris Teeter on a sale. Saw a friend in the grocery store. They said, hey, I'm paying for your eggs today. So I got 4 dozen of eggs for free. The eggs are in the fridge. So we have all the things that I did not have to go out and purchase, right? So the only thing that I am lacking, hey, ma'am, how are you? The only thing that I am lacking is something for Jackson on the day. And I'm going to get him taken care of. I need to get 5 gift bags for the ladies I do the exchange with on Christmas Eve. And that's it. I am done. D-O-N-E done. I'm not going into a lot of expense trying to be all the things. I got practical stuff, and tell me what you want. I don't want to just buy stuff to buy stuff. Let me know what you want, what you need, and then I will take care of it. There's such a freedom in having older kids because I don't have to do all that little stuff, right? It's way too much. But anywho, there it is. That's kind of the wrap up, end up, finish of the year. We did not get our savings done, but that's okay. January is coming, and my goal, and I'm probably going to do a sheet. You know how you do one of those every so many things you save, you fill in the colors, just for me, just something for Shakema to say, hey, I did this challenge for myself. And that's kind of what it's going to be. The $100, $50 challenge, I probably will still do those. I may do the $5 challenge and just save $5 all year long. Who's to say? But I'm going to do something that's going to help me put money in my savings account, because I want to have absolute 100% freedom in my finances. Last thing I'll say is I just filmed a podcast. It won't be out until February, but I will share the link. It's called Pastors and Money Podcast. She has some other ones if you want to go. Her name is Joy. If you want to go and listen to her podcast, but I filmed a session this past week. It's called Pastors and Money. And so I'll be sharing just kind of a little bit of the journey and how you handle that as a pastor, how you handle it as a Christian, a believer, how you handle your finances. So I was reflecting on the journey from when I started to where I am now, and it was a good reflection. And a lot of what has happened has been because of you guys at YouTube. I started here first before I knew any other things. And so I just want to say thank you so much. I appreciate. Hold on one second. Sister was letting me know she is off. So anyway, I just want to say thank you guys so much for all of your support. Those of you like the video, share the video, don't like the video, you're subscribed, all the things that just helps us to do the things that we believe God is calling us to. My goal was 100,000 subscribers by the end of this year. It didn't happen. No worries. We got next year, right? I don't worry about things that are not eternal to my life. I just keep moving on. It didn't work. Hey, we'll do something different next time. Anywho, thank you guys so much for stopping by. Love y'all. Do those budgets. Get all the things done. Get back on the wagon if you jumped off, because we all have those moments. And prioritize your savings. That's 2025. Prioritize savings is my goal. So anywho, hey ma'am, very good. Glad to see y'all. Thank you again so much. If I don't see you before then in live form, happy Christmas. Happy New Year, all the things. Oh, one thing, if you're doing the Love Dare that starts on January the 5th, we are going to be live tomorrow night, the 22nd, just to talk about the ins and outs and all the things. And I'm going to actually do the marriage assessment live. I'm going to do the marriage assessment as I would do it if I were married. We're going to do it live tomorrow night. Join me at 8 o'clock. That is going to be for the Love Dare. If you're not joining that, no worries. I will see you when I see you. But if I don't see you again live outside of that, happy Christmas, Merry New Year, and all of the things. We love you guys, and we'll see you.